So, I used to be pretty up to date with seasonal anime, and would be keeping up with all the current trendy shows, but in the last 4 years or so, I've not been watching as many seasonals as I used to. I still watch like the big staple shows like Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero and etc like that, but unless it's a show where I've heard about the manga or a sequel, I've just not been tapped in these recent years. Because of this, I've built up a lot of shows that I consider to be genuinely potential top tiers that I have like a lot of hype when they were airing. You know, all those shows with like an 8.5 plus rating on Mao, like Dungeon Meshi, like The Return of Bleach, Orb, etc. One of these shows, as you can tell from the title, is Kaguya Sama. However, you might be thinking that Kaguya Sama came out way longer than 4 or 5 years ago, and you're right. I watched the first 3 seasons as they aired and loved it. Season 3 cemented the show as one of my favourite romances in all of anime and even got itself a spot in my top 30 list. What has been rotting away on my plan to watch list for 4 years has been this weird Kaguya Sama movie / 4-episode special. I don't really know, the way they released it was weird because I swear when it first came out it was released as a movie, but then it's laid out as 4 separate episodes on all the websites that I've seen it. But anyway, I decided to finally, after literal ages, go through all these shows I've been putting off for the longest time, and since this isn't a full-length season of anime, I thought I'd make a video about it. Alright, I don't remember anything from... Bro. Me and him. Yeah, we're the same, but like, you know, luckily I don't crash out like that. Like I said before, it's been 4 years since I've last finished Season 3 back in 2022, so obviously it took me a while to remember some of their names and remember what was actually going on in the show. Yeah, that is like the last thing that I remember from Season 3. Bro, and then the opening played or some shit, and they were like, oh shit. Bro, that was ages ago, that was like 2019, bro. It's actually crazy, it took them 3 seasons to kiss. Meanwhile, it's taking me 23 fucking years, and I've... I'm such a fat fucking chud. I actually forgot everyone's names. Pinkhead goes Chika. The goats, oh my god, what's his name? Like Ishigami? Ishigami or something? We also got Kaguya. I mean, I forgot Kaguya's assistant / maid / whatever, the best girl. And then I just forgot the blonde dude's name. How did I forget the blonde dude's name? You find out pretty quickly that these 4 episodes just pick up instantly from where we left off in Season 3, and in classic Kaguya-sama fashion, the characters just overthink every single minute possible thing in excruciating detail. Oh, you don't want to be clingy. You don't want to be clingy. I mean, that is how I would think of that situation, so I can't blame him. I'm like that. For real. This low-key just makes me feel like fucking, like, so lonely. Like, I get it, right? Yeah, I couldn't help but just feeling like such a chud incel watching some parts of this episode, and I just couldn't relate to anything that they were talking about at all. I don't know, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far. But what would I know? I feel like such a fucking chud watching this. It's actually insane. That's crazy, 0 IQ. Honestly, me when I clock into work at 5 AM and I've just not slept the night before, and I just autopilot. You know what? That's my twin. No, there's no more donuts. No, no, oh my goodness. Oh my god, he turned brain dead. He turned off his brain. Walk in. Hayasaka, that's her name. That's best girl. The main focus in these 4 episodes is Shirogane and Kaguya trying to address the kiss they shared the night before, along with how they feel about each other. On top of all this, there is the ishigami, iino, and tsubame love triangle coming to fruition after being teased in the previous seasons. Ooh, ooh. Watch it just be like a house party instead. We're just chuds, bro. 2 chuds in a pod. No, 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 not my goat. My goat has to. Oh, they're gonna make my goat choose. No, fuck. No, they're gonna be. Oh shit. It took me a while to remember all the names, but I got there in the end. and remembering previous plot points was actually quite easy, as they did a really good job adding small bits of recap throughout the episode. Miyuki Shirogane, that's her name, that's his name. Embarrassing! Oh my god. Cinema. Oh shit. Lock in, twin. Lock in. Oh my god. Evil Kaguya. Domain expansion. Ice cold Kaguya. Ice Queen's back. Ice Queen's back during Christmas. The themes, thematical messages. Even though it's been forever since I watched season 3, just from this first episode alone, I was instantly reminded why I love this show. The characters are just so charming for some reason, and you can just relate to them overthinking about every little detail. Right, we're on episode 2. I'm gonna skip the opening because you know, it's alright, but like, nothing special in my opinion. Persona? Putting it on him. She's putting it on him. Comrades. Cold-hearted Kagi returns giving mixed signals, and I don't know if she's playing defense or offense, but they're just both self-sabotaging. It just reminds me of how they managed to keep this story going on for so long, because they're just self-sabotaging so much, but at the same time they can still keep viewers engaged, because it's just so somewhat relatable. You know, he said it. I rate it. No, it's the wrong dialogue option. It's the wrong one. Oh my god, she's self-sabotaging. This is how they're gonna drag shit out, bro. They're gonna drag out another season from this. Wow, now you're just lying, bro. Now you're just... Damn. I don't know if this is defense or offense, bro. I don't know what she's playing. Asian parents be like, what has gone into shinomiya? Women, am I women, am I right? You just don't know what to do. That's my excuse for being single for all this time, you know? You just... voids. Them damn voids. She wants to hold your hand, bruh. Yeah, is he locked in? He clocked it? Clocked it? Yeah. Bro, just take her hand. No! The quick time event fucking ran out. No! This is the craziest self-sabotage ever. From both sides. I forgot how fucking stupid they were. She had gloves on as well! Oh my god, she laid it out for him. The passage of time. I have no idea what I meant here. I think I was just doing a thing about getting older and like how fast time's going by recently. Oh my god, she ulted! She ulted. It was all planned. Oh wait. Offense. Voids. These voids got me tripping. He's breaking my boy's heart. He's breaking my boy's heart, man. Shit. Monkey put one and one together. He's using his brain. Using his brain. Yeah, this whole episode was just like misconceptions, misunderstanding, miscommunication. It was just they were missing, right? They were just missing. And even though shirogane like absolutely sold and threw the game with the hand holding opportunity, I'm relating with him more. Well, no shit, because I'm like fucking Chud male. Ooh. Me. That's me. That's me. See, I actually didn't get. Oh my god! You know what's crazy? I didn't get that. Do you know why I didn't get that? Because I'm not a woman. Maybe that's what they're trying to make me know.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Maybe.
I know, y'all know. Shut the fuck.
Maybe women know this. Maybe this is what they. Oh no. I wonder who it is. Oh, lock in. Think about it. Think, Auntie. Think about it. In this next episode, they did a really good job putting the spotlight on Shirogane and Kaguya, as even though they're the main characters, I've often thought of Ishigami and Hayasaka to be my personal favourite characters in previous seasons. They did this by letting us get a better view of how they both perceive themselves, as well as delving deeper into their backstories. Right, we are on episode 3. December 23rd. That actually is me for real. Oh. Pretty sure there was an episode about this, you know? Yeah, long time no see. That was an yeah, recap. I remember. I somehow remember this from 5 years ago. Smooth. You know what? That is smooth. Playing offense, you know. He's locking on. He's locked on. No! It's always her. I forgot. It's always her. She always fucks everything up. Not to be mean. At this point, it just goes from playing offense to just doing too much. Kaguya just straight up just does too much from here on out. Facts. I don't go gym to look good. I go gym to feel good and eat more. No. Oh, okay, right. That's just doing too much. That's just doing too much. Alright, okay. Did bro just like pass out from like... Did bro just pass out from lack of sleep or some shit? Like, bro got overstimulated while having a lack of sleep, I don't know. Shirogane ends up passing out due to a lack of sleep, and also Kaguya just doing way too much and overstimulating him. And obviously Kaguya blames herself for this as she feels guilty, and then she just ends up spiraling downwards into her own insecurities. Damn, but this is one of her. This isn't like evil Kaguya. This is just another part of Kaguya, and we have to learn to accept this part of Kaguya, because it's part of the package, you know, as a whole, you know? This ice-cold personality of Kaguya isn't some sort of like evil or cold-hearted version of herself, but just another side to her character as a whole. They just happen to be the most insecure parts of herself that she loathes and struggles to accept. This whole situation vaguely reminds me of that stereotypical quote of, if you can't love me at my worst, then you don't deserve me at my best, that you just see it everywhere across media. It's like, if you're gonna love the best of me, you gotta love the worst of me. Not saying that this is the worst, but you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's a Kaguya arc, you know? It's a Kaguya accepting herself arc, because she clearly doesn't like herself when she's like this. Think about it. On God, Asian parents. This scene really does a good job at showing how Kaguya just needs to love and accept herself before she can fully appreciate and love Shirogane. This just relates to another stereotypical quote in media of like, having to love yourself before you love someone else. That's what the point of the mask is. Aren't we all? Because you gotta learn to love yourself before you love someone else. Okay. What? For real. Why are we? He just wants to know the gossip, that's what it is. He just wants the gossip. No, not leaving your kid behind, that's crazy, bro. Asian parents be like, that's what the point of the mask is. Oh, he's also got a mask. Everyone's got a mask. That's what the point of the mask is. From what I've gathered, this 4-episode arc/movie seems to be all about self-acceptance and self-love, with how Shirogane needs to stop feeling sorry for himself, for feeling unmanly or incompetent at times, just because of him needing to try his utmost hardest just to be able to keep up with Kaguya, and accept himself for who he is. Whilst Kaguya, on the other hand, has trouble loving all parts of herself equally, and needs to be confident enough to love herself before she can fully feel comfortable in loving Shirogane. Please don't die. Not my goat. He's actually not my goat in this show at all, but you know, he's up there. See, that's best girl. What does that even mean? He's asking the important question. They're all real. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta accept yourself before you can love someone else. Oh. He's gonna overwork himself. No. Okay, during this part of the video, I just want to mention that as I'm editing this video right now, I've watched episodes 1 to 3 in one sitting, and I'm currently recording this voiceover, having not watched episode 4 yet, because I've been procrastinating quite a bit. But anyway, what I wanted to mention briefly is that this episode was really good. I relate to Kaguya a lot in this episode of her insecurities about her own flaws and negative outlook on life. What I'm expecting is Shirogane to overwork himself in the final episode, but then Kaguya comes in clutch and they help and support each other, and then they love each other, and they can actually convey how they feel about each other to each other. Well, any miscommunication, mistranslation, miss anything, they're gonna actually hit. And yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I'm recording this right now before I've watched the final episode. But you will see my
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Right, enjoy. Right, it's been about like 3 weeks since I last saw episode 3 because I'm a massive procrastinator. It's Christmas time. I never really saw Christmas as a romantic night, but what do I know? Chud over here, I only know what those are because of Corone, the VTuber, the whole live VTuber. I know I used to watch VTuber clips, and luckily I'm 3 years sober from that. I just want to briefly apologize quickly, just because for some reason I thought it'd be a great idea to chew a shit ton of gum for this last episode. So in this entire recording for this last episode, if you hear me chewing and it's annoying, I apologize. I don't know what came over me. I was being a fucking dumbass. Oh yes, I completely forgot about this. I completely forgot about this subplot because of last episode was so focused on Kaguya and Shirogane. I completely forgot about this subplot. Low-key might be more invested in this subplot, because my goat Ishigami's there. This is actually hard. I relate to this. This is hard. Maybe not that. Oh wait, no, but isn't there like there's something in there. Like they share something about that, I swear. always gotta ruin it. Ooh. Oh, okay, well it is something weird. If she's the normal person, then it is a crazy family. What? Oh, she had a separate one for him. Oh, that's clutch. She is big brain for that. He didn't think this far, no. Oh no, he did. Oh. Oh. Oop, something freaky, perhaps. I do. Haha, big brain. That was an insane play. Okay, now he's doing. Now this is just too much. Jesus Christ. She popped up like a horror. Something not a horror. Oh, there's animation. The mask. It's actually crazy that everything that Shirogane is insecure about is what Kaguya actually wants to see. At this point of the episode, Kaguya is persistent on Shirogane giving her the last-ditch gift that he rushed to get her for Christmas. However, Shirogane is reluctant to, as he thinks it's a stupid gift. The story cleverly uses that Christmas present as a metaphor for Shirogane's insecurities and ideas of incompetence, as the main reason he doesn't want to give it to Kaguya is because he's worried that it might not be worthy of a present for her, which also relates to him being worried that he's not worthy or good enough for Kaguya in their relationship. Ooh, Freudian slip. Kaguya's won me over. I'm on her side now. You know what? I actually relate to that as well. I'm torn. I'm actually torn. Oh. I mean, that is weird. Not weird, but like strange. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. Right, I get it. I get it. You two are happy. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm not jealous of fictional characters or anything. Title drop. Title drop. Alright, get back to Ishigami now. I'm happy for them, but I want to see my goat.
shinomiya はそういう俺でもいいのかどんなにひどい俺だったとしても
This is so much to ask for. This is all I want in life. This is all I want. Chris. Chris, this is what relationships should look like, Chris. Oh, handkerchief. End of the day, good and clear communication is all they needed to settle their misinterpretations of each other, which, in my opinion, and I know my opinion on relationships isn't the most valuable, but still, in my opinion, is the most important thing for a healthy and successful relationship. Like Kaguya said in this episode, whenever you feel burnt out or pushed to the very limit, a good relationship means that you can happily rely on your partner when you're in a time of need, just to help ease the burden. Obviously, this doesn't mean all the time now, let's not take the piss here. Fuck, I'm actually feeling something right now. I actually just got chills just then. Fuck. But you're all the same person. Exactly. All part of the same person. The whole package. I just related to like a 17-year-old fictional Japanese girl in a romance anime. Ain't that amazing? Oh no, what happened to you? Me for real? Not me for real. Definitely not me for real. Oh. I mean... Did they just off-screen Ishigami's stuff? How did they off-screen Ishigami's stuff? He's my goat. Why would they do that? Hayasaka with the play there. Hayasaka the goat. Hayasaka, that's why she's best girl. As a whole, I really enjoyed this arc. I thought it was really good, especially with how you could relate to both Shirogane and Kaguya. Shirogane and how insecure he was and not feeling competent enough for Kaguya, and Kaguya struggling to fully accept all of herself while caring way too much on how others may perceive her. In fact, I think I related to Kaguya the most during this arc out of all the characters, which is kind of weird to think about, as she's a fictional 17-year-old girl from a romance anime, but I don't know, that just might be my true identity or something. But yeah, her backstory showing her upbringing really resonated with me personally. The main messages I took away from this arc were definitely self-love and truly accepting yourself for who you are, which I think everyone can relate to and aims to strive towards in their lives if they're aiming to better themselves. As you can probably tell, I was rather upset at the fact that they off-screened Ishigami's subplot with Tsubame and Iino, as he's probably my favourite character from the whole show. Yeah, I don't know if this is how it was done in the manga, but I'd find it hard to believe and assume they did it purely just because this wasn't a full-length season of anime, and that they had to cut content since they only had 4 episodes to work with. I do hope it is brought back up and fully addressed in the sequel to this, however, I doubt it because as far as I'm aware, the next part after this is an even shorter movie. I have no urgency right now to watch the sequel to this part, but I'm definitely not going to leave it for 4 years like I did after watching Season 3. And who knows, if this video does well, I'll make a video of it as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, just like send me all your money or something.